Hi there, this is the Solitary Ronin and welcome to another video on Solitary Ronin films. This is another random review, and the film I'd like to chat to you, if you have the time, just for 5 minutes or so, is Shirley, Visions of Reality. This is a film I had never heard of. It was made by an Austrian in 2013. And I'd never heard of it. It's fairly experimental. It's essentially scenes made from 13 Edward Hopper paintings and intercut with events from news reports on the year of the paintings. So each kind of painting is kind of introduced just with a black screen and dates, and radio announcers, television announcers giving us an update of the events of that year, from civil rights to the Second World War to various other historical events which I won't spoil. And it follows this girl called Shirley, who strangely enough appears in each of the 13 paintings. Now, if you're not aware of Edward Hopper or you're not familiar with his paintings, you might not enjoy this film as much. There's a lot of internal monologue that the character talks about. She's an actress, and it just follows her journey from place to place. So the paintings are kind of in New York, Cape Cod, places of that nature. I really like Edward Hopper paintings, so this is kind of what drew me to it. My favourite is probably Sunlight in an Empty Room. I think the director, Gustav Dietrich, does a good job of not using his most famous painting, even though that might be a spoiler, but I'll just leave it as his most famous painting doesn't feature in this, and you can figure out what painting that is. But as an Edward Hopper enthusiast, you're always waiting for the moment where the characters will stand still or sit still, which recreates the painting. It is an absolutely beautiful film. The production design is absolutely flawless, and strange enough, it looks exactly like the paintings. From I kind of taken the view of somebody who's not familiar with Edward Hopper paintings. It's probably an odd little film. Again, it's not a conventional film in the sense it is more experimental. It's kind of similar to something like 32 short films by Glenn Gould. And so in this case it's just kind of 13 episodes of this woman's journey. There are other characters that appear in the other paintings, but they don't tend to speak. I think maybe there's only one character that actually speaks, whereas Shirley herself will speak out loud, or it's a voiceover. It's just a unique little film, and it is really worth watching, especially if you're familiar with Edward Hopper paintings and love Edward Hopper paintings. So the span of his paintings are from the 30s to the early 60s. And what I love about Edward Hopper paintings is its characters who are trapped in time, as all paintings are. They're kind of trapped in a moment. I feel the characters in his paintings and Shirley in this film they're always waiting for something, and I always get the feeling that it's something bad they're waiting for, but again, that's maybe just my world point of view. So for example, they take places on trains, the paintings take places in hotel rooms, offices. There's kind of glances towards characters within the paintings that are mildly threatening to me, and there's always things just out of the frame or to the edge of the frame that are a little bit threatening. For example, my favourite Edward Hopper painting is, like I said earlier, sunlight in an empty room, and just half of a window you can see, and there's like a forest outside, so you can kind of see the top of the trees, which is a lovely green colour, but then for 3/4 of that image of the window it's just completely black. There's a almost unnatural darkness just outside the window, and to me that kind of sums up Edward Hopper's paintings. His characters trapped in time waiting for something to happen, and I feel it's something bad that's going to happen. So again, 13 Edward Hopper paintings essentially brought to life, and certainly on a big screen on Blu-ray it's absolutely beautiful. So yeah, a film that I had never heard of. I only kind of came across it and decided to buy it just because it was Edward Hopper paintings, but it's well worth watching, and I'll certainly be watching it again because it's absolutely beautiful, and then maybe you'll be able to digest Shirley's journey throughout it. Again, the use of news reports and radio news reports is a really nice device to kind of see how his work kind of changed and what was happening in the world around him. So that is the end of my random review for Shirley, Visions of Reality from 2013. Yes, actually a modern film that's very, very good. So let me know in the comments below if you've seen this film. Leave a like if you liked the video, and hopefully we shall see you again. So this is the Solitary Ronin saying goodbye.